Warning, spoilers.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Since it's a new year, I will review Flashpoint, which begins the DC reboot.
In the story, Barry Allen wakes up realizing that his powers are gone and his mother's still alive. He's really happy to see her alive again, but he knows that there's something wrong. And he decides to get help from Batman since he seems to be the only superhero that he can really go to right now. But he realizes that this Batman's different. This isn't Bruce Wayne, it's actually Thomas Wayne. So instead of Thomas and Martha getting shot in Crime Alley, it was actually Bruce who got shot there. Um, and he tells him that I think I'm in a parallel universe, and you really gotta help me. Until he starts getting these flashes, and like he realizes that this is his universe. Someone's altered the timeline and tells him that I could save your son Bruce, but you gotta help me get my powers back. And stop and stop the Reverse Flash, who he believes is responsible for all the changes. Um, and while that's happening, there's a war going on against the Atlanteans, the human race, and the Amazons. And Cyborg is trying to build a team to prevent this. Um, Obviously, it's a pretty awesome book, and there's a lot of story being told in here. And obviously, there are tie-ins. Like, there's a Batman tie-in involving the Joker kidnapping Harvey Dent's kids. And in the story, we see Batman actually interrogating someone who is connected to the Joker called Yo-Yo. And we also get a tie-in story involving, Lois Lane working with the Resistance. Um, and we also have obviously a story involving Aquaman. We have a story involving Deathstroke. Like there's a lot of tie-ins in here, obviously. Um, this story is a pretty good Flash book. If you're a Flash fan, I recommend it. Um, the artwork in here is pretty good. I love the artwork done here. How the characters are done. I really like what they did with the characters. And I know this isn't really a shock, but I really like what they did with Batman. He's just a really cool character. Um, and as for being a really good story for a reboot, um, it's okay. As for stories that bring that introduce a new universe like Crisis and Infinite Earths, this is a right. Like it does an okay job at introducing this new DC universe, but not that well. So as for a reboot story, I would have to say it's like a B minus at least. I've seen a lot of other reboot stories done better. Um, and as for being a good DC Universe book, oh yeah, it's a great DC storyline. Like I like what they did with the characters. I like the new twists and changes they do in this new timeline. Um, I do find it a little weird that some of them who aren't even from the DC universe are there, but not so much that bothers me actually. And Flashpoint's just a really good story. If you ever see a Flashpoint tie-in or the actual Flashpoint story, I highly recommend picking them up.
So that's all I gotta say. I hope you liked the video. Have a happy new year, and goodbye.